Welcome to the second part of how to connect or reconnect with nature. Maybe you have watched the first episode, maybe not. But in case you haven't, the goal of these videos is to give tips and guidelines in baby steps. If you really want to connect better with nature or have lost touch with it along the way, a hard time to plan in breaks from work, busy for and with others, and having a hard time to reserve some time for yourself. I'm sure some of you watching will recognize those examples. And as I explained in my first video, someone can feel the desire to be outdoors in nature and understands the health benefits completely, but hasn't quite yet found the right inspiration to fully enjoy the moments. So I hope this second video also helps you to find that inspiration. Briefly going through the 3 tips from part 1, as I feel it will sustain the feeling of the whole picture. The first one was go out there, and to be true, because it sounds as simple as it is, taking that first step is all about reserving that free time for yourself in your week planner and let nothing interfere. The second one was more of an exercise for your senses. Take notes. Although the explanation of this step is of course more extensively explained in the first video, it is all about giving yourself the pleasure to find a quiet spot in nature, and while being more aware of what surrounds you, what your senses experience, and then writing that down. It is one of my favorite tips, because it gives you a real insight in that moment, how much you actually perceive. And the last guideline from the first video was give nature a home. All about how important it is to surround yourself with plants, flowers, branches even, in your own home and garden. Even on a small balcony, there's always a little space. It lifts up the spirit. The maintaining and taking care of plants can be relaxing and will maybe even motivate to propagate them. The reward is success, something that always helps to awaken the happy thoughts. And now for the new tips on how to connect or reconnect to nature. Visit a wild place. And no, don't worry, this will not turn out to be an instructional survival tip to go to an extreme rural place. But if you have the first 3 steps under control and you feel that you can take it a little step further, it can be really beneficial to challenge yourself a little bit on this one. Search for a path in a nature area that you were always curious about. Plan a day to visit it and get away from the normal marked paths. Of course, always make sure to do it safely. Bring a map and keep in touch with your compass rose, as they say. But you can do this perfectly safe also by simply keep an eye on local roads. It is not as much about the distance or route, but challenging yourself to follow a route that is not conventional. To deal with small challenges like mud, fallen trees, or in my case rain. Getting through those small challenges firstly will get your mind focused on what you are doing and not what troubles you, and later being proud of what you have done, and maybe even motivate others to try it themselves. It will help you to find the more creative side of you, and of course, noticing more details in nature. The next tip is touch nature. How long ago was it that you touched and felt the bark of a tree? Or have you ever felt how moist and soft moss feels? At first I thought I would show you the definition of grounding, which means feeling in touch with the earth by walking barefoot, but that would not be a baby step. I would recommend to first start by touching plants and trees and grass and flowers and really feel their structure. Look at the different colors and be amazed how it is even possible that all these plants and trees exist on their own, and that it is amazing that it all grows in the soil Mother Earth provides. It makes you curious, wondering and admiring how this is all possible at the same time. And then I saved the last tip to be the easiest. Watch the sunset. And I would want to add to that, make it a habit. There are 5 beneficial aspects when you do so. It helps you appreciate life, helps you feel more energized. The sun pass over the horizon, also called sun gazing, helps you to feel better, helps you slow down your perception of time, and it helps you feel more satisfied with life in general. As simple as that. I hope my guidelines will help you as much as they helped me. I would love to hear your experiences in the comments, so you are very welcome to share them, and feel free to be completely honest about them. My only wish for you is that you succeed at connecting with nature and feel the happiness about it you've been looking for. If you like the tips, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want, and maybe you are motivated and curious to watch the first part of how to connect or reconnect with nature, or some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time.